like that one? $13. Not awful. Alright, boys. What's poppin'? Before we head out, guys, I just wanted to say I really appreciate every single one of you for all of your support. We're pulling in viewership that I would have never fucking expected. When I started YouTube, I was expecting maybe like 5 viewers, mainly being my family. But what a warm welcome you guys have given me in this motovlogging journey. I'm really honestly just grateful for all of that. As long as you guys do like the content, I will continue because I love motovlogging and I also love editing, so it's a win-win for all of us, you know? Anyway, guys, what's going on? What's poppin'? Today I don't really have a plan. I don't really have a destination. We're probably just gonna take a ride around, and I want to talk to you guys, and you guys get to see how my progression is on riding in full power mode. It's actually not a terrible day right now. It's 75, I think, outside, so not too awful. So yeah, just wanted to talk to you guys. So again, thank you all for the freaking support, man. Like I said, I was only expecting like 5 viewers on each of these videos, and I am getting 1,000 of you watching my dumbass. 1,000 of you crazy fucks that are watching me start on a 600, laughing at all my mistakes and wanting to start yourself. Y'all are fucking crazy. Like I said in one of my videos, you're all crazy fucks. Again, today, no real agenda. I did want to talk to you guys about some stuff. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is 5 things to expect when you start on a 600 bike. On a 600cc bike, there's definitely more than 5 things that you should expect, but these are the 5 things that I think that are very noteworthy and are very important. Let's wait for this fucking light. This light is taking forever. This highway I'm about to hop on has a very short entrance ramp, so not only am I again shitting my pants, but this is gonna be interesting. A lot of people stop at the end, which I don't want to fucking do. We'll see how this fucking goes. I hate these entrance ramps. They just don't make sense. They're so short to go from like whatever 30 all the way up to 70-80 miles per hour, but let's do this. Like I said, very short entrance ramp here, so we got to be very precise with all of our movements. It did rain last night, guys, so I hope I don't fucking low side today, but here we go. Okay, my alarm is going off in my ear. Alright, so 5 things to expect when you are a beginner rider riding on a 600. Number 5, guys, it is fucking scary as shit. Yeah, it is one of the scariest fucking things I have ever done. One of the reasons for that is, well, I haven't ridden a bike in so long, and by a bike I mean a bicycle, not even a motorcycle. I haven't ridden one of those in a while, so when I hopped on a 636, or even when I hopped on the Grom for the MSF, I was like, holy shit, there is an engine pushing me forward. I am fucked. During the MSF course, when I hopped on that Grom, I was like scared shitless. Over time, I got comfortable with that. It was a 2-day course, so by the second day, I was pretty okay with everything. And then, as you guys saw, when I was fucking picking that shit up from the dealership, again, it felt like I was riding a bicycle or a motorcycle for the very first time. Like I didn't even fucking go on the Grom. It's a totally different feel, guys. So it felt like I was riding a motorcycle for the very first time again. But yeah, guys, expect to be scared, because a 600 is not a beginner bike whatsoever. It is not. You can start on it. I said it's doable, but it's definitely not recommended, I would say, because it's definitely a lot more power than what a beginner should be having their hands on. So it's scary as fuck. You're going to always think about crashing, always think about dropping your bike, especially when it's a brand new bike, right? You are going to be thinking about dropping your bike more than fucking riding, and that's what I'm going through right now. Well, not right now because I already dropped her, But when I first bought this bike, it was brand new, and I was scared shitless of dropping her. And then when I finally did drop her, I was like, oh, alright, well, she's dropped now, like, fuck it, let's go balls to the wall. So I am not afraid of leading a lot anymore and trying out new things and whatnot. I might even do some clutch ups, some wheelies soon, but that's my take on it, guys. It's fucking scary. I certainly am still scared shitless whenever I fucking step on this bike. This is my 5th week, I think, or 6th week of riding, and it's still every fucking time. It's scary as shit. I haven't really gotten used to it yet. But yeah, guys, that is number 5. Number 4, you gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable, and that goes along with number 5. What I mean by that is there's a lot of things when you start on a 600cc that you're not going to be used to. One being the riding position. It is a very aggressive bike. There's a lot of power here. You're always going to be uncomfortable. But with that, right, you kind of have to be a little bit comfortable being uncomfortable. So every time you ride the bike, you're gonna be uncomfortable, right? So you have to be comfortable doing that. You have to be comfortable, you know, putting on gear. Right now, I'm loving my gear, actually. I don't know why I don't ride with gear a lot, because I actually love Dainese stuff. I know gear can be uncomfortable, I know it. Whenever it's hot outside, you don't want to do it. But, you know, like I said in previous videos, it is better for you to be sweating under your gear and peeling the skin off the concrete. Like, that's just the reality of it, guys. It's going to be very uncomfortable, but it's something that you have to do. If you are planning on commuting on a 600cc bike, it's going to be very uncomfortable. There's going to be a lot of things that make you uncomfortable, but you got to be comfortable being in that zone or in that spot. Oh my god, these roads are wet as fuck. There's the pencil, guys. Again, I don't have a plan today. I'm really just riding around. I do have something to do later on in the morning, but we're at the pencil, guys. For those of you who know what the pencil is, this is my first time here. For those of you who don't know what the pencil is, take a guess of what this is and where this is. What is this? Employee parking lot? No. Oh my god, there's actually a lot of people at the beach. What the fuck? Employee parking only. Okay, I get it. There's a toll. There's a toll, guys. Let me see. Yeah, people are actually paying. I'm not paying shit. I ain't paying shit. Man, people are coming to the beach at 7:30 a.m. I guess people are surfing and shit or whatnot. Man, look at that. I didn't get up early enough. A lot of people out here right now. But there she is, guys. Medusa with the pencil. Well, let's go on to what number are we on? Number 3. Number 3 in this whole list of things that you should expect as a beginner on a 600 motorcycle is that it's fun as fuck. It is a lot of fun riding on a 600. You know, the speed is going to be there. The power is going to be there. It's a very versatile bike. Like, you can commute on it. You can do dumb shit on it. And it has all the power that you need, guys. It's a track bike on the street. But with that being said, you don't have to be on a track to enjoy this beast of a motorcycle. You really don't have to be on a track to enjoy all of this. You can be on a highway. It has the power for the highway. You can commute on it. And it is comfortable, but that goes along with number 4. Point number 4, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? So once you find your sweet spot on the seating position on this thing, you can definitely commute on it, and it won't be as bad as when you first fucking step on it. Because when I first stepped on this, I was like, what the fuck am I stepping on, bro? Everything was, my legs were tucked in into the pegs, and the shift lever is really high. The legs are just tucked in. Your knees are hugging the gas tank. I was not used to that. You're gonna meet a lot of new people with a 600. It's gonna be fun as fuck. You're going to be riding with a lot of new people, and you're going to be meeting up with a lot of new people, so it's fun as fuck. You have all the speed and the power that you want out of a motorcycle. You'll build new relationships with a motorcycle. You'll have new riders, or random people just coming up to you and saying, hey, nice bike. So that builds relationships. You will meet a lot of new people. You'll make new friends, and that's what's fun about it, guys. Being social, kind of like a social experiment when you buy your first bike, especially a 600. Everyone's gonna love it. So meeting new people, and also something that goes along with that is that people that own these really, really nice cars, anything from a Porsche to a Ferrari to a Lamborghini, you gain all of their respect. That's all part of the fun. You get to, people want to race you all the time whenever you're out on the street. Get to twist the throttle a little bit more each day as you're riding. So it's always fun to ride, especially as a beginner on a 600. It's always fun still. Every day is still a new adventure for me. All right, so that's number 3, guys. Still recording? All right, let's get this show on the road. But that's the pencil, guys. I thought I was gonna have the beach to myself, but I was sadly mistaken. But yeah, guys, that is number 3. What number are we on? Number 2? Was I going up or down? 5, 4? I think I was going down, bro. I hope all the bikers are out today, just enjoying some of the weather, seeing a ton of bikes. But it is very fucking nice out. 75, I think. I used to go to the beach a lot, but man, when it's hot, bro, it's not even fucking enjoyable, man. I'll tell you that right now. When it's hot as fuck, it's not even enjoyable. All right, guys, going on to point number 2. I still need to work on my curves. Did you see that? I almost crossed the line. So point number 2 is the spoiler that I gave you guys the other video. The people around you. This coincides with number 3, or you're meeting new people, but number 4, the people around you. You will notice how people don't pay attention on the road. It's even more magnified when you're on a motorcycle, because obviously you're looking out for your safety. But a lot of these people, they don't pay attention. They're texting. They don't fucking look after stopping. They don't look at all when they're turning left. They're just going. For them, it's like, oh, it's just a motorcycle. It's not going to hurt me. I'm just gonna go for it. That is, their mentality. And, I don't blame them, because that's kind of like a human thing, right? Like, you're protecting yourself. Your safety, your own safety is always number 1, right? So when they're turning left, or when they're kind of judging these left turns, they're like, oh, it's only a motorcycle, I can do it, I'll gun it, right? And that is really, really bad for us, because as you know, that's one of the leading causes of motorcycle accidents, is intersections and those fucking left turns, right? People don't look, people don't respect bikes as they're coming up, etc., etc. So the people around you, right? You got to be always ready for the worst. Always. You cannot assume what people are doing, because someone might be turning left and you assume that they're going to turn left, and then all of a sudden they pull out on you. Then you're fucked. You got to emergency brake, you got to swerve, you got to do all this shit. Now you're just in a bad situation. So the people around you, you cannot assume that they are going to do what you think they're going to do, right? So whenever someone is turning left now, I'm always expecting them to turn. Like, that is the right mentality. That is a safe mentality for us bikers to have. They're gonna turn, they don't see me, assume that no one sees you, etc. And then going along with number 2, you're going to attract a lot of attention on your 600, like I said, right? you're gonna attract so much attention that there are gonna be people that you don't want to talk to. I'll link the video of that of one of my first encounters on the 600. I'll link it in the description. But basically, there's going to be people that you don't want to talk to and people that you do want to talk to, right? So you're going to meet, oh my god, I just came out of my seat, from a driver's point of view, right? Guys like that one? Alright, now I really got to be careful around these fucking streets because it is slippery as fuck. So yeah, the people around you, from the driver's point of view, right? So that's kind of like your point of view. Now let's go to the POV of the other people, okay? They look at your 600 and they automatically assume that you know your shit. You know how to turn, you know how to handle your bike, you know how to do all of these things, right? This is the assumption from an everyday driver, okay? You know how to stop, you know how to, you know, you're an expert rider pretty much. You are pretty much a track ready driver. That's what they think, and that's what they, you know, when they hear your exhaust, that's exactly what they think, right? Oh my god, there is a track driver coming up to my left or to my right. That can get you in a lot of trouble, right? Because if they say, oh, this, if they're looking at you and they say, oh, this guy can swerve, let me just go ahead and turn left, he can avoid me, right? That's not a good situation to be in. Oh, look at that vet, give me a pull. Yeah, so that can get you in a lot of trouble because, you know, people are dumb fucks and they always assume all of these things, which, you know, I don't blame them. If I see someone on a 600, I also subconsciously, I'm like, wow, that's a nice bike, he must know what he's doing, right? But that's not always the case. Like for me, I've only been riding for 5 weeks, so, you know, for someone to expect that I've been riding for years and I'm a track ready driver, man, they're mistaken, because I am far from it. This bike is still scary to me, and I'm still learning, right? And I'm still practicing my slow speed maneuvers. I'm still in the parking lot, so I am in no shape or form ready for the track, right? But again, for point number 2, people around you, they make these assumptions, so you got to be ready for that. It's tough. It's tough because you can't always assume the worst in what people are going to do on the street, but, you know, as much as you can, you do have to assume that they're going to do the worst thing possible because of that. They expect you to be an expert driver. And a 600cc motorsport, man, like, you hear this thing, they might even get pissed. They might hear your exhaust a little, you know, and they're gonna get pissed, right? So, you know, road rage is another thing you gotta look out for, right? Because if you're revving high and they don't like that, well, chances are their blood's already boiling. Don't engage in that type of interaction, right? It's so bad. It doesn't lead to anything good. Just go on with your day and just have fun on your bike. Go back to fucking point 3 and have fun on your bike. You know, they're not having fun, at least you are. And the final point number one, guys, wow, that went kind of fast actually. So for point number 1, it's actually very nice just cruising around in this. I know I'm going only like 50, but it actually does feel really nice. For point number 1, buying a 600cc bike is an experience, and this all ties into, let me go to the next lane here. I gotta be careful with this exit, guys, because I don't want to take it too fast. I fucking love all of that. I love all of that. Man. It's a whole experience, guys. I almost fucked all of my shit up right there. Did y'all see that? So yeah, this whole thing is an experience, guys. Tying it all back together, it builds you up as a person. Here's a statistic that I read online. I think it's as of 2018. The number of motorcycle households right now is, I believe, 10% of the population, of the US population, of households, right? What does that tell you? That tells you that 90% of the US households, they don't own a motorcycle. They're not motorcycle households. You are doing something that 90% of the households don't do, or you own something that they don't own, right? This isn't like a car where, you know, it's an asset to you. It's just, you know, a means of commuting. It's not that. It's more than that. It's more than just an asset or like a vehicle for you to commute on. It's a whole experience. You got to learn how to do certain things before you can go out on the road and enjoy her, you know. Some of the things that you have to learn are, you know, slow speed maneuvers, how to properly use the clutch and the throttle. All of those things are very important on a bike, and those are the things that you have to learn before you can properly ride the bike on the road, on the freeway, whatever the case may be. So, you know, you do have to take a class, but it's a totally different, you're riding on 2 wheels now instead of 4. So it's an experience. You're always going to be scared. You're always going to be learning. It's always a learning experience, guys. Oh my god, man, didn't expect to see that. Along with that, it's tying everything back together. Point number 5, it's scary as fuck. Point number 4, be comfortable being uncomfortable. Point number 3 is have fun, right? And then point number 2, you know, the people around you. And obviously point number 1 is tying all of that together. You're gonna meet a lot of new people. What the fuck, man? I'm just gonna go, bro. I can't. That is what you should expect. It's an experience, you know. Sit there, take it all in. This is the first time that you're going to feel any of this. The fact that you're scared to pull the throttle, to twist the throttle, you're scared to let go of the clutch, you're scared to do slow maneuvers. This is the first time that you're going to feel all of these things, guys, when you're on a 600. Those 5 things are what you should expect as a beginner on a 600. All right, guys, I'm in a parking lot right now. I'm gonna practice a little bit. I haven't ridden in fucking like 2 days or some shit, so I'm gonna practice my slow maneuvers, some U-turns, some figure 8s, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I hit like 120 or 130 or some shit like that in 5th gear. I think I definitely redlined her a little bit, which is fucking nice, fucking awesome. But yeah, guys, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said before, guys, I really appreciate all of your support. Just to let you guys know, when my videos hit 200 views, I get pumped, man. I get pumped that I reached 200 of you crazy fucks. I just talk to you guys, man. That's the beauty of YouTube, and I hope that I'm bringing value to all of your lives by showing you my progress and showing you all of these things that I'm fucking learning on this beast of a bike. So again, appreciate the support, man, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.